to work on this bag. Because this hanging bag, sometimes it's really hard to hang them in your house, obviously. And even in gyms you can't hang them. So the stand-up bag is the go-to if you can't hang a bag. Now working around this bag, there's a couple of different things. Now, first of all, make sure there's enough water or sand or whatever you're going to put in the base of it so that it's heavy enough. You want to get obviously something that's heavy as in commercial, probably. A lot of the home use bags just aren't big enough and heavy enough on the base to where they won't tip over or move around a lot. Now, I don't have one under this one, but it's really helpful. You can use a yoga mat or whatever to put underneath. So like when I hit this bag, you will see it move a little, but it's just sliding. In order to keep it from doing that, you put something underneath it so it doesn't do that. Also, you can put something heavy on the other side of the base of that bag so it doesn't move. All right, so now working around this bag, what I'm gonna do, because it's not gonna be moving, is that I'm just gonna step around that bag. Try not to really engage forward and back because it will create some bad habits because you don't have that bag moving back to you where you have that perfect range, right? So if you have a hanging bag, you're able to work with that bag forward and back and still keep the same range, whereas this one's not gonna do that for you, all right? So let's say we're gonna work on this bag. We're gonna throw just a 1-2 on it. I'm gonna step to the left and then drag also to the left when I throw the right hand. Now, that's something that I notice when I'm teaching people. They have a tendency to step, they'll go, okay, I step to the left, and then they'll drag, but then they'll drag the right foot forward instead of also to the left. And what happens is then you're squared off, right? So we're trying to keep that angle that we always keep in boxing, you know, that left shoulder is always facing the bag. So when I throw the 1-2, pop, 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 you're gonna see that it's just a baby step and a little drag, but I'm still keeping that angle each time I work around this bag. Now, other thing is setting up a nice good range, and you can always just pop that jab out to reset every time. Pop, you go, oh, okay, that's my good range. Pop, 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 and then boom, you're moving around that bag again. So keeping that range is gonna be really important, and then also keeping that right foot behind you instead of allowing it to square off. Now hitting a bag, whether it's hanging or it's not hanging, making sure that when you fire that hook, try to keep those palms facing you when you fire that hook around the bag. Body shots around and up. Try not to throw your body shots here, like what they call them hooks to the body. I don't really call them hooks to the body because the hook is to the head. But anyway, when you do that and you're a beginner and you're coming around this way, you'll have a tendency to over rotate it, and then you'll end up hitting here, and then you'll hurt the wrist, okay? So be really careful of that, and make sure that you're always trying to think that your palm is slightly facing up here. Pop, pop, okay? So again, working on this punching bag, we're just working in circles. So how do I move back to the right? Now I'm moving to the left, so I go, okay, well I got a wall, I have whatever, I need to get back to the right. So all you're gonna do is just do a right, left, right, left. This is a good coordination drill to match your hands and your feet. The other thing you can do is you can do a shake, with what I call a shake, and it's just a little bit of a fancy footwork piece, and then you just walk back over to the right again. So all it is like a kickball chain, kicking my left foot back, walking around, and then resetting up on my bag again. Pop, 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 and shake. So those are, again, right, left, or shake. Those are a couple ways that you can work yourself back around the right side of the bag. So those are some good tips for you for hitting a stand-up bag, whether you have one at home or at your gym.